Incident Investigation is a modular CBT course providing a total of 7 to 10 hours of self-study. Its overall aim is to provide those ship's officers responsible for investigating, analysing and reporting on incidents which occur on their ships with the skills to do so accurately and efficiently. Candidates work through the 7 modules at their own pace and at times that fit in with their normal schedules. On successful completion of the course, the candidate will understand what an incident is, be able to follow a systematic, step-by-step approach to investigating, analysing and reporting on incidents. The 7 modules cover setting the scene. This module defines what is meant by an incident and introduces 2 case studies that will be used throughout the course to illustrate the principles and techniques of investigating, analysing and reporting on incidents and give the candidate practice in applying them. It also stresses the importance of identifying both immediate and underlying causes. Beginning the investigation. Accidents and near misses on board can't be predicted. When they happen, they must be investigated quickly and effectively. The module explains how to be prepared so that the investigation can begin as quickly as possible, and how to be systematic so that it flows smoothly from beginning to end without overlooking evidence or coming to the wrong conclusions. It describes the equipment that you should have ready at your disposal and outlines a step-by-step process for carrying out an incident investigation, covering the first 2 steps: observing the incident and describing it, planning the investigation, collecting and preserving evidence. This module covers who should carry out the investigation. It describes the role of those individuals with the authority to agree the subsequent report and the actions it recommends, and the importance of agreeing how to communicate with them during the investigation. The module details 4 broad categories of evidence to collect: environment, hardware, organization, and people, and will ask you to think about the 3 major sources of evidence: direct observation, documentation, and interviewing those involved. Interviewing witnesses, the principles. This first module on interviewing witnesses considers the principles of interviewing witnesses. It begins by describing how face-to-face communication works, and then talks about the 3 basic skills that all interviewers should possess: the ability to ask the right questions, observe witnesses' body language, and listen to what the witnesses say. Finally, it covers what witnesses can tell you about an incident. Conducting the interview. The second module on interviewing witnesses puts the principles of interviewing into practice. The module returns to the 2 case studies and shows excerpts of interviews with relevant witnesses illustrating some of the more difficult issues that can arise, such as hostility, reluctance to speak, and language problems. How to agree the agenda for the interview, the importance of getting the setting right, and how to keep the interview on track are demonstrated. Lastly, the candidate is asked to put some of those principles into effect by playing through an interview scenario, organizing and analyzing the evidence. Once the evidence has been collected, it is important to organize the evidence into categories. This module shows that it is important to establish a sequence of events, or a timeline, to reveal how the incident came about and determine whether a chain of errors led to what happened. After organisation comes analysis. The module demonstrates the important difference between immediate and underlying causes, and the relationship of our 4 categories of evidence. Writing the report and taking action. This module is all about writing the report and taking action. 3 simple principles for writing good reports are given, and the candidate is asked to think about how these principles apply to reports on incident investigations. Different types of actions are described, and how to be systematic about identifying the actions required is shown. Each module is accompanied by a test that checks understanding of the module and makes it easy to record the candidate's progress through the course. The final test comprises of questions from all 7 modules and checks understanding of the course as a whole. Once completed, the printed certificate is signed by a supervisor and sent to Videotel to obtain a course completion certificate. There is also an optional portfolio of assignments. Once enrolled with Videotel, the candidate can undertake these assignments and, once evaluated by our administrators, be awarded a certificate of merit. Incident investigation, analysis and reporting uses graphics, video, animation, and a range of interesting activities to illustrate the themes and concepts and to stimulate and engage the user in their study.